Hot babies, it is Monday, my dudes, and what a better day than today to continue our playthrough of Rise of the Golden Idol. I'm Sean Plott.
Oh, and I'm deeply closeted transgender woman Lee Grainer.
And I'm Sean Bouchard.
Lee's been making me laugh for like 10 minutes before we
It's
started.
a comedy show, Sean. Did I demonetize us?
Oh no.
Oh, God, I gotta get it together. Just stop being funny. Stop. Sean, tell me something very banal.
Okay.
How are you? Tell me, it needs to be plain. It needs to be the absolute unsalted bread of stories.
I'm good. I was being suffocated by Kat for the whole pre-show, but she has left, and I guess didn't want to be on air.
Oh,
Okay.
coward. Lee,
Yes.
how are you?
I'm all right. I'm doing really well at work, which is in comparison to the people on the news. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, hey.
So I'm slaying it, Sean.
Well,
Sean.
hey, for any of you who are ever stressed about the news cycle, please know we got a lovely little corner of the internet where we're just thrilled to have you here, and we're going to talk about all sorts of very lighthearted things, including solving murders in the video game. And I gotta say, Lee, I have been thinking so much about what you said when we played 2 weeks ago. This game is like the perfect... Wait, I could do that entry point for people that have not done design. Oh my God, I've been trying to think about other things that are like that. And I mean, this is...
I mean, can I overpromise and underdeliver?
Are you? What else do we do in media nowadays? Are you kidding me?
So, Sean Bouchard and I, and now I realize that as I say this, we didn't mean to exclude you, but Sean Bouchard and I have
An
booked
appointment.
some time. We have an appointment to work on a notebook mystery about Blue California.
Ooh, yes.
Yeah. So that's the promise. Now, watch for that to launch sometime in the next 10 years.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
That sounds about right.
And I'm sorry, Sean P. I didn't mean to disinvite you from that.
No, I would have said no, and because you know me well, and it's because I have learned I learn and unlearn this again and again that if I have 3 major things occurring in life, I have no room for anything else. Period, and that's it. So
yeah. Well, that's why when I ask you about doing things together, you don't reply.
that.
You've never said no. Which I appreciate.
Really? I could swear I did.
Yeah, I don't think so. You may have said it to yourself.
Lee Blanket.
No,
that does sound like me.
I've purged my memories. I'm just vibing at this point. So
that's great to hear.
Lie.
Because I have grown up and am immune to guilt and shame. So I think that together we have no hard feelings.
No.
But hey, I am going to be at GDC, so if you want to hang out, Lee.
When is that?
March 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th, 21st.
Let's do it. I'll be in town.
Let's go. And also, before we halt our conversation and enter into the video game, we need to give a shout out to the Slam Jammerai for not just having the greatest username I have seen all year, but also for the 10 gifted subs saying been watching Mostly Walkin' for years. I'll be it on YouTube because the previous time was a bit late. Wanted to give back for all the hours of entertainment. Yeah! Slam Jammerai! This is the best show on the internet! Like, literally, this is...
Huge props for saying albeit as well.
I know, that's so good. And spelling it as one word as opposed to all space B space it.
Albeit.
Now, I want to give a little intro to where we were. We're currently in the midst of Chapter 2, and I think that... Exit scenario. This is one of my absolute favorite structures, where Chapter 2 is broken into these 4 vignettes, and we're solving them one by one. We are now at an auction where there is various artifacts, including this Dark Hand Steward mask. And what we're trying to identify is who is who.
I mean...
So we have the famous actress Summer Knightley. We have Aurelia Winston, who is, I believe, like a curator of a museum. Come on.
Those are some great names. I just realized.
They're
Aurelia
so cool.
Winston, Summer Knightley, Niels Wilmington,
Robbie
Erwin
something.
Bogart.
And
Robbie.
so I we can go to all these various folks and get some information, but the big thing is that we can go to the nighttime where suddenly everything is dark. Someone is being straight up electrocuted. What are you doing? And so, as far as we can piece together, this is the security guard who ate a ton of these things. Consumed. My biggest fan, Erwin, stay sharp, summer. So this is Robbie, and you can actually see a couple of these. And what we were trying to do is identify who is who, identify what the lots are, seal, creature, mask, statue, totem, which you can see right here.
Seal creature.
Yeah, this is a seal. Creature, mask is downstairs, statue.
Oh.
Totem.
Ort.
So, we need to know the origin. This is the sort of meta puzzle of everything. We don't really worry about that.
Sure.
And this, I think these are the meta puzzles. So
that's good. That's good because that's great because I've never met a puzzle I didn't like.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do like I have forgotten everything, all of the specifics. Over the past couple weeks.
Robbie Froberg.
So
Robbie Froberg.
For whatever reason, I summon this story in my head once a day. So I'm pretty on point for what we need to do. But the big thing is the names, who is who, and what is going on. If we go to the nighttime, we'll see that a lot of people are referencing each other by last name. Oriel, please calm down. Or last or first name. Nobody move. You'll step on my new Lankan centerpiece. So...
Get in the game.
Yeah, the lights went out. Who's touching me? So we can see things like the drink here corresponds to... Dr. Toussaint, 1 Death and Eve. Mrs. De Silva, 1 Martini. Miss Navari, 3 SSS. So
3 Shaq Sky Slams.
So here are the drinks. And so first, Sean, if you could get a piece of paper down and do the usual...
I got it. I already got it.
Well, I've got one for you, Sean Plott. When it comes to the names, we've got a Robbie Frogert or something.
Yeah.
Frobert?
Yeah, so we got
Robbie?
Erwin Bogart.
Robbie's last name is Frogert. Or
Pretty much Frogert.
Frobisher. Okay, so...
No, I'm not joking, though. It's really Frobert.
It really, honestly is.
What?
This is not a gag. It's really, literally Frobert.
No way.
Yes.
I saw it when you were clicking around.
It's on the
it was notes for Robbie Froberg's first day.
Wait, because this is...
It's right there in yellow. This is the game.
This is the game.
See?
This is the game.
I mean, this is what detection's all about, right? It's the fact that human beings have like a 20% reading comprehension. That's what makes it exciting.
Man.
That's why you can read the same book over and over and it feels alive, is because your brain has holes.
Yeah, no, I actually was having this really weird moment where I was inhaling water, which is real tough. I don't have a lot of gills
water,
in my ancestry.
More gills, more gills.
But like
Water animal forever.
Water animal forever, let's go. So like last week, Britt made this chicken noodle soup that was so good that I downright begged, can we get that chicken noodle soup? And while I was done cleaning it up, I was listening to an album I've listened to like 100 times. And I was like, this is a great album. Yeah. I sat down next to Britt, and she was rewatching Hannibal, which we haven't seen in like 10 years. And I was like, man, I don't even remember these people. This show's awesome. And I suddenly realized that over the past, 3 months, I have only really been doing the same old, same old. And I actually think that I might get to a point where there's just a perfect circle of media that if I just keep traversing through it, I know the names of all the things. I know that I like Hannibal. I don't remember a single thing that happens in Hannibal. I know that I love The Terror. I don't remember what happens in that show at all. I should rewatch The Terror. And every single time I rewatch something, I'm like, this is new! Oh, I love new media! And I actually wonder what that ratio is of, leakiness to consumption, you know?
Well, okay, so there's a paper that I assign the first week in one of my classes that is about the it's not a paradox, I guess paradigm, the explore exploit paradigm. It's basically just sort of it's a really cool book. So this is a chapter out of a book that is social psychology as written by a computer science person. So it's the algorithms for understanding how people live their lives. And it's a cool chapter about the tension between explore and exploit. When do you seek new experiences, and when do you return to the experiences that you know have value?
Yeah.
For example, if you are imminently going to be moving away from the city that you live in, then it doesn't make sense to try new restaurants.
Yeah.
Because, the value over time of finding a great new restaurant is really low because you're not going to live in the city anymore. And if you take that and sort of explode it out over different kinds of things, as you age, how does it change? People who are closer to their end of life, how do they think about this problem differently? It's it's a fucking fantastic chapter just to read, to think about how we make decisions.
And that's really interesting because I've heard this in the context of skill building and reinforcement learning, where hey, I am playing chess at a high level. To what frequency do I stick with the lines and the plays that I'm familiar with that I know win versus try out new things that might be worse than what I'm doing, but also might be better? And a lot of times when you are training a, reinforcement learning agent, you will start off having it lean heavily towards exploration, do new stuff. And the longer it's around, the more it, and I mean, literally it's like a sliding scale that you just adjust and you say, after you've done this, gone this far, start sticking with your known stuff. Start with your exploitation.
Oh, so wait a minute.
Classic
Explore
Martini
and exploit.
is blue, by the way. And Harley's Ghost, Ale Seltzer Slice.
Wait, what am I writing down? Martinis?
Yeah, this is a martini, this blue thing.
Yeah.
Haley's Ghost is this brown thing with the lime.
That theory of explore and exploit,
ants?
I reinvented it for just recently for getting things done. I called it cycling versus adapting. And what I realized is that there's things you do. Some of them are outgoing things, which is blooming from a plant perspective. And then there's nurturing, which is sucking up. It's resourcing yourself. And what I found was when you are doing the exploratory stuff for nurturing yourself, those are the days that it feels like you got nothing done. When you're trying out new ways of resourcing yourself, it feels like you're getting nothing done. Yeah. So now you know how to build those correctly.
I love that.
Yeah.
So hold on. So Dr. Toussaint is Death and Eve. Mrs. De Silva is one martini. So let's look at who has the martini. So this is
Martini's blue.
Yeah,
Harley's brown with a lime.
Yeah.
So that must be. Is that the Death and Eve, or is that the SSS?
The SSS is in the copper cup, so it's definitely not that. So that's Death in the Evening is Absinthe and Champagne, which is this.
Green.
So... Oh, the lights went out. Who's touching me? So this is Dr. Toussaint?
Toussaint.
But how do we know who this is? Probably by the money?
It could be by the money. Well, but also... Didn't only one person buy the Death in the Evening?
Stop pushing me.
So the Death in the Evening was ordered by Dr. Toussaint. So this I guess has to be Dr. Toussaint. Who's touching me? And nobody move. You'll step on my new Lunken masterpiece.
So we figure out who bought the Lunken.
Oriel, please calm down.
What's in the checkbook? Oh, it's just.
Well, the thing is that we know that this is the museum curator because she has the checkbook.
Oh, okay.
So the curator bought the seal. Yeah, an Aurelia Winston I put in.
Got it. I already have it. Okay.
So someone's name is Oriel. So we can look at the amount of money that people had as like a potential clue. I want to know who these two people are. Now's not the time, Mumati. We need to leave immediately, and this is... Stop pushing me, it's only a power outage. We need to leave immediately, so who's Mumati? That's... Mrs. De Silva, Mumati De Silva.
Oh, okay.
So, it's got to be this person, is Mumati De Silva.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mumati De Silva.
And I know
That's a name.
Tessa, we already know her full name from another thing, and I can't remember. Tessa Navari.
Oh, no, I don't remember. Yeah, that sounds right.
The reason I think this is this says Mrs. Navari, 3 of the copper things. 3 copper drinks.
Oh.
Which were given to this guy.
Oh.
This guy, so Bogart got drunk.
Yes.
Erwin Bogart. So now we need to know.
So Tessa Navari bought 3 drinks for him?
So this is Oriel Toussaint.
Oh. Woo! Oui.
Oriel,
Wait.
please calm
Dang.
down. Who's touching me?
Hey, stop pushing me, brah. It is a little weird that we're like frozen in like a 5-second loop, or not 5 seconds, maybe just like 1 second loop.
So let's see here. So this is Oriel Toussaint. This is Mrs. Navari. Wait, Miss Navari is not here, right? Oops. So this is Erwin. We need to leave immediately. What about my statues? That's Mumati De Silva. And who would that person be? Who do we think this person is?
How much money do they have?
17.
910.
This could be Summer Knightley.
Wait, can you show me their silhouette again?
I think the silhouettes don't match, generally.
Oh.
So this is 2,600. This is 18K. Totally broke. Checkbook. 20,000.
Movie star.
So 17, 9, 10. This person paid for a drink. That's really cute. Looks 20K. And the price of the drink is $20. Classic martini. Oh my god. I mean, that's just a small detail that I love so much. That's so good. Shit. Alright, so do we think that this is...
Well, it's somebody with a monkey.
It's time for plan B. I'll distract Bogart. You grab his keys. So...
Oh, it's a note.
So we think that probably Oops. We think probably that Tessa Navari is doing the distraction for this person.
Okay. Because Tessa bought all of those drinks for what's his name?
Yeah.
For Bogart. Here's the prices. So 79.10.
So they're both the same. So we know for a fact that this is lot 3. And she was thrilled about getting this one. So she has 26,000. So she has bought names. So this is Summer Nightly. This is also Summer Nightly.
Okay.
We believe.
So Summer starts with 26,000.
Yeah, so it should be down 7. So it should be
that's 19,000. And there was somebody there who had 19, right?
19.
Yeah. So that's Summer.
Step on my new Lonkin masterpiece. Great. So this is
our centerpiece, right?
New Lonkin centerpiece. And we know that this is from Albion.
So the creature must be from Lanka.
Centerpiece.
Why do I think this is from Albion?
I think I don't remember, but I do think we figured it out.
This is what? Why do I think that this was Lonkin? Or Albion?
Was it part of the bidding or part of the like, is there information in the auctioneer's notes or whatever?
Well, this is good. Discuss not failed to rescue Lot 1, but Lot 4 will return with me to the motherland. So, Lemuria. So, I assume then that this is a Lemurian artifact?
Assuming that when she says that, she's like, wants to bring it back to where it belongs.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Museum doesn't need an Albion relic anyways, but perhaps I'll bid on the Adrian lot?
Yeah.
Oh no. My squishy squeezy thing has ruptured.
So this has to be an Adria lot, right?
I need to go deal with it.
And then I think 1 is probably also Lemuria, would be my guess.
Let me do this really quick because... So this... Oh, wait. Why do you think the first one is...
Because the woman who was going to bid on Lot 4 also tried to bid on Lot 1. And it seems like her goal is to return Lemurian artifacts.
I'm sorry, can you walk me through that again?
Yeah. So
I failed
she
to
says,
rescue Lot 1. I see.
Yeah. So I'm inferring some things about like her motivation, but
Yeah. I failed to rescue Lot 1, but we'll return... Yeah, because it's about saving, it's about returning it back to its rightful locale. Let me scoot this here. So then what we would say is... Oh no, Lee! Lee's squishy thing!
Have no fear. Another squishy thing is here. We'll see how far this one gets.
So if we go back here and we look at this... So A4 was done by the
rinse
first
this one off, though.
and last.
first and last. So that's a total of 12,700.
And she wrote checks, right? A4 and A4. So she wrote checks.
Okay.
Bought by bidder M5 for 19,000. So there needs to be someone who can even afford it.
How much did the woman who was sure, mom? Oh yeah, no, she said she got the statue. She definitely bid for it. Yeah.
Bitter.
Wait. So
Momadi.
stop pushing me. Yeah, so we go like this. Madi da Silva. Yeah, that feels so good.
Oh yeah.
Love it.
So then this, so if this is, so the only person who's not down here is the bartender. So the bartender has to be committing the murder. Because look, this person's got a stack of cash. This person has a stack of cash. This person has a checkbook and this. This is the guy who's drunk. This is the barkeep. This person has a stack of cash. The last person has a stack of cash. The only person that is not here is the bartender. And the bartender...
Interesting. Robbie it's his first day.
Oh,
So he could be
yeah,
a
that makes
plant.
sense. He's a plant.
Well, if he was a plant, how is he walking and talking?
Bam, 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 bam.
Hey.
Okay.
That joke's for everybody who's never heard it before.
Okay, so it sounds he's actually...
Last sentence should be Robbie Froberg pushed or something like that. Or
I see. So Tessa... What's her name? Tessa Navari was outbid by Momadi da Silva for the statue from Lemuria.
is it? I thought it was.
Oh, look at how you can cross-reference like that. That is so
Yeah.
slick.
It's really good.
So decided
So
to
decided to
steal it instead.
Yeah.
So, okay, so Tessa Navari distracted... Actually, you can do this.
What's his name? Yeah, we can do that.
Erwin Bogart, while Robbie Froberg...
Something they're playing.
Stole their keys.
Stole their keys.
So
You
then...
could make an engine for this
Robbie
kind of
Froberg?
game.
Nils Wilmington discovered Robbie Froberg. Stealing...
Oh.
Statue upstairs and a fight ensues.
Robbie Froberg pushed Nils
into a circuit box with
a
Cane. Yeah, it's curved on the end.
It's curved on the end.
And it's got to be wood. Because
good point.
electricity can't do wood.
Oh,
Look at all these
dude.
things.
It's weird. In this one, I felt
so-
completely out of my depth the whole time.
That's awesome.
I had a
great.
powerful thought, which is that you could make an engine for making a game like this, specifically with the words and stuff. You can make it so easy that like just no programming, you know, maybe like visual
so good.
programming or something.
You could write an engine for creating this kind of content.
Yeah, or like a plugin
Yeah.
for an engine, you know.
Well,
but
sure.
such that like a designer would not have to know
Right.
technical stuff. Something as easy as twine, you know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Although, let me just say, if any of you want to get into game design, game development, just
Yeah.
learn to program.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
do
Or-
it.
or-
period.
Yep.
Or this is a I forgot the word for when something a contentious. This is a contentious take. Don't learn to program, because then you won't have to program.
uh,
That's like don't learn to do if you don't like to do something, don't learn to do
Right.
it. Um,
I,
you
yes.
won't have to vacuum if you don't learn how to.
dude.
Right. But that does affect the potential outcomes.
Yeah. Also, you might not learn how to get hired if you don't. I don't know.
Right.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah, no, I mean, genuinely, I think that the biggest shift in the entire games industry in the last like 5 to 8 years is unspecialization. Because I mean,
Oh,
like a
I
lot of
love that.
companies from like I don't know, like 2010, actually let's say 2008 to 2018 in this period, you did not have super robust engines like Unity and Unreal and Godot that had the level of ease of use, the documentation, the assets, plus really good hardware. You can be a reckless programmer and put like 10,000 poly spheres in if you want. Like you way back in 2008, you had to have a generally bespoke engine, bespoke tools. You had to really carefully budget things, and a lot of solutions just involved throwing people at the problem. Just like, all right, well, this person is just going to be placing props. This person is just going to be animating, what was it? At GDC, I met someone who was the lead head artist of a division at Ubisoft, where they were the lead of people that made heads
Wow.
for um,
Oh yeah, like
for
the
the Assassin's
Godzilla's
Creed games.
toenail kind of idea. Yeah.
Yeah. Like all he did was make heads all day, day in, day out, make different heads for different areas, you know, and taught him for very long. But like that's an example of like the extraordinary specialization. But now you maybe model some faces, combine it with some procedural tools, and it generates, or hey, we don't actually need someone who is doing nothing but engine optimization. The hardware is good enough. Thanks to DLSS,
Right.
and I especially in the game design front, I know a lot of designers that were called level designers, but really it was like, John, the engineers and the art team made boxes. Place the boxes in the damn level. And they'd like put boxes around, and then they'd run around and make sure they couldn't get stuck, and they'd move the boxes and like place some enemies and move around. Like not really in charge of anything, but just kind of like someone would be like, hey, we want to have a level that looks kind of like this. Here's a sketch, get to work, and it would take a few days to slam that around. It is now very easy for the person who did the sketch to draw their own levels. You don't need a level designer, or you don't need the number of level designers for certain types of creation that you did before. And so I genuinely am like, yeah, the more multi-dimensioned you are, particularly code, I think is like the number one thing that you should just know how to do if you want to do game stuff. The disproportionately higher value you are as a human in this little turkey of a job market that we have going on right now.
There is a problem though, which is that there are culturally, like not just culturally, but administratively, there are some hard um, theoretical divisions between like engineering and design and stuff. Whether or not those play out to a degree in the day-to-day work, but that is kind of weird.
Yeah.
I'm still someone who like there's no job listing that uh fits for me because I mean I do 2.5 roles at a time usually.
That sounds
So
about right.
yeah, so that can be a sticky wicket for me. In fact, I've had the I've had plenty of times I've had the bad experience of like interviewing for a role and then the person will be suspicious because I do other roles as well, and they're
I
like,
hate that.
"But you just do that as a hobby, right?" And I'm like, "Sure."
Yeah, I like I can do two
Like, what the
things,
fuck
dude.
are you talking
Yeah,
about?
like oh my
Yeah,
god,
it's
so
just
dumb.
like, damn. It's like, no. I need you, Sean. I need you to tell me: are you a technical designer or are you an engineer?
Oh my god, kill me.
Yeah, Yeah.
It's like, well, I do writing
look
as
out for
well.
that.
You can do one thing at this job. You can do one thing. We like to wear a lot of hats, but what's the one fucking hat that I can assign you?
You are for Godzilla's toenail.
You know, I do think that there's some merit to what you're saying, Sean. In the past 5 or 10 years, there has been a big push towards these like huge companies making huge games.
Yeah.
And in that scenario, specialization has tremendous value. And I think we are seeing a realignment of the industry where I don't know that those titles are sustainable going forward. And we might see more smaller, like mid-sized studios making smaller, mid-sized games where generalization is more valuable.
Yeah, I almost wish that if you applied to a job, kind of like in college, you get to pick a major and a minor. You know, you could be like, here's my major role and here's my minor role. You know, just like you know, yeah, like I'm a math major, but I minored in blah. Like that's great.
I mean, I wish, you know what? You know how it's like a pain to like write a job opening, you know, like when you're hiring?
Yeah.
I wish I could just take that off their hands and be like, look, I'll just write to you what my job would be at your establishment and how I would solve your problems.
Yeah.
Because this job description, this is nothing. This thing you've written, this is nothing. This is not.
Dude, it's so good.
Yeah.
It turns out we need to
speaking of,
Mr. Froberg.
now let's get back to it here because look at that, man.
That
is he shaving with a telephone? What is he doing?
I fucking love that.
And I'm not saying it's bad art. I'm saying it's amazing art, and I want to learn more about why this man's face is so reflective.
Is this the same as the Robbie Froberg from this?
Could be his older brother.
Robbie Froberg?
Well, wait, hold on. I think the shadowy figure on the left is Robbie Froberg. And I think maybe the blue text box is being heard through the receiver?
Sean, I don't know if there's a way for us to know which of those text boxes are being said by which person on the side of the phone.
But it makes sense that this is Robbie because you can see the square glasses.
Agreed.
There's a square glass.
Oh, he's got square glasses. Oh, okay.
He is the same general shape as Robbie. Which makes me think that he's not saying the blue text. He's hearing the blue text. I think maybe the other guy with the bow tie is saying both things.
No, because on the other side, because on one side it says Mr. Froberg, and on the other side it says "Call me Robbie." So
right, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that the same person. Oh, I see. Yes,
they're both addressing.
So they're both being heard. They're not things that those people are saying. They're things that those people are hearing.
Robbie Froberg is hearing because I mean, after all, yeah.
See. Normally, how you do that, though, in like a comic is you'd have a speech bubble coming from the phone and it would have like electricity shape to it. You know? Because it's not a person talking, it's a telephone.
Would tell you a lot, yeah.
You know how the electricity, because the telephone is talking? You know how the telephone speaks? Yeah.
Yes.
Because it's made of electric. Because when you talk into a telephone, it sends the electrons at the other person.
Yeah. Obviously. Certainly correct.
The more wrong I am, the more sure of myself I am. Also, the more angry. If I get angry, I'm incredibly certain. Oh yeah, it was Sean Plott. You're the one who taught me that the more angry you get, the more certain of yourself you are. That's everyone. Everyone across the globe is... If you ever find yourself very sure, you said like that. There's no time are you more sure of yourself. Just not for just you, but for everybody. No time is someone more sure of themselves than when they are very angry.
Oh my god, no, this is really interesting because I think that like I through many, many years of therapy, I think I have uncovered that for me, growing up, I had this like learned sense of not being heard, not being seen, being overridden. And I mean, this it's not like someone sits you down and says this to you. This is just like, oh, this group of kids at school would always make fun of me. Or if I was in a group project with them, the popular kid would ignore what I had to say and do what they wanted to do. And then I would get in trouble from the teacher for not doing it properly. And that would frustrate me because I knew I was right. That whole sensation of not being seen, not being heard is like, it bothers me more so than other things. Or I should say, it bothers me more than the average bear would experience. And I think that through that understanding, I now recognize that a lot of the times when I would get heated or angry are times when I feel like I was not being heard or not being seen. And so that makes sense that I would say that to you many, many, many years ago when I just thought that, oh yeah, I was just getting, if you're mad, it's because you know you're right. And it's like, no. When I think I'm right and people aren't listening to me, I get angry because I want to be listened to. And
it wasn't just that though. You were saying it with self-knowledge of the fact that it was the feeling of feeling right. Like when you're angry,
like I'm mad, so everything I say is right, and you've given me evidence that I'm wrong.
Yes.
Okay, never mind. Yeah.
And even down to the thing of like, if you feel sure of something, you're probably very angry. But that's also very funny that it's like you're like, oh, I had these feelings of not being heard or seen, and then it's like cut to us today. Now you have a literal like audience. Hey Chad. Stuff happens. Stuff happens like that.
Yeah.
The things we do. Can we also just appreciate the faces on those televisions? The faces on the right that are above the pictures? Like
faces
the knobs.
On the right that are
here
the knob
yes.
faces.
Yes.
Because that I can't not
good.
see it. I think it's because it's darker than anything else on the screen.
Yeah.
That's a funny picture.
Okay, so weird lady.
We didn't have a picture of Arthur Blythe? I guess not. I thought we did.
Wait, what is that lucky bear? Oh, it's a day bear. I like the lucky bear emote. Hey, chat, could you give me some lucky bears?
So we actually don't know what he looks like.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, I'm not paying attention. Why are we back here again?
So basically, there is a overarching story, if I exit this scenario. So there's this overarching story of all the events that came in.
Yeah, like somebody escaped, and then I think he went to the theater, right? And that, like, the outdoor theater. And then there's stuff about Mr. Frogert, who is now on the phone. Look at all these lucky bears, too.
Wait. Someone wanted to reassemble the mythical golden idol of Lazarus Hearst.
Lazarus Hearst, yeah.
From its parts. So, like, there's this one. Unlike those who have tried, I understand that the idol is more than some of the parts. Reassemble it, understand the universe. I see and how to narrow down the fraud. Invite everyone to do them likewise. Now you see. So I assume that this is Tessa. I assume this is Tessa Navari.
Could be.
And I mean, the reason I think that is that she has literally a bunch of pieces.
Right.
It looks like she's assembling the pieces.
And she's missing that statue that she got at the auction.
Yeah. Okay.
Alex Balik says, I'm a smart bear now.
Oh, God.
Because he knew the locations of the parts? This has to be Arthur Blythe, right?
Yeah.
Arthur Blythe's.
Don't we know who arranged Arthur Blythe's prison escape? Wasn't that part of the...
Let's find out.
Or did we just know that it was like
Ooh.
a person of a profession? I don't remember.
Let's go here.
What are the pieces? What are the pieces that have been in play
Stephen
of this
Arya?
idol?
So let me. So there's a Stephen Arya. How do we know that he knew the location of the parts, though?
And was it?
This is Stephen Arya. This is probably Arthur Blythe.
Wait, her name is Stephen?
I think Stephen Arya is the name that Tessa Navari sent to Arthur Blythe. Like the fake name. Because
Stephen Arya.
And here's
Tessa Navari. It's an anagram.
Yeah.
Ah, nice. Yes.
It's a bananagram.
Because donated by the Harmony Foundation. Flowers for Inner Growth.
Yes.
So she runs the Harmony Foundation.
Harmony Foundation. Okay.
So,
Yes.
I mean, we can...
Stephen Arya is...
Yeah.
Hey, everybody. Hey, welcome in, 7 o'clock, people.
Welcome, Lucky Bears.
Jess 9000, I don't know if it's actually an anagram, but it's close enough.
Yeah,
So-
it's close to an anagram.
This says, because he knew the locations of the parts, is it locations or is it functions of the parts?
Not sure. I don't know what he knew. I don't remember seeing that.
That's just a junk drawer.
Oh, I think
it-
he understands the meaning of the parts. I think that's what's
Okay.
actually happening because
That makes sense.
these are like cartoon fun with Alfred Beasley. Yeah, because like if we look here, awareness, splitting space, end of soul, and if we actually exit and we go back to
To
here,
her deal.
yeah, you can see that.
She's got shapes like that.
Yeah, these are the various pieces.
Is that the golden idol?
They're not quite the same.
Is the monkey the idol?
All
It
right.
was in the last game.
Oh.
Wasn't
And
it?
see, I
Wasn't
thought
that
it was
like
just a monkey.
All right, so how many parts are there? 1, 2, 3,
I wasn't
4,
giving
5,
it the
6,
vast
7, 8.
deference I should.
What is... How does the drive-in connect to all of this?
I believe that's the crystal.
Gotcha. So somebody was trying to steal her the crystal because that's one of the parts.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if I look through this,
Dear God, Mr. Fister, it does all come back to Monkey Island.
Doesn't everything?
Anna May City says, a monkey is just a monkey, but fig Newtons are fruit and cake.
all right.
Plan B rates.
So Plan B... Huh.
Is
Oh,
a Plan
this-
B rate, is that like a rate that you give because you had to change plans, or is that like, oh, there's a different rate for this plan that we already made?
I think it's a different rate for when you have to electrocute a guy on a circuit box.
They're out of order. Wait.
Yeah.
You're out of
They're
order.
out, yeah. They're out of order.
So is
This
this
whole
is this
game is
first,
out of
second,
order.
third, fourth?
because the third one
is when Plan B happens. Yeah.
is when Plan B happens. And
Okay.
she's already got the gem.
I think she doesn't have the gem, so I think that she...
I think, sorry, by the one where she has murdered her colleague, I think she already has the gem, because she's got all but one. She's got everything except for the statue.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, wait. So if I exit the scenario, and I go back to here, she, this is to steal. This is, or reassemble all 8 parts.
Okay.
So this is Robbie Froberg and Tessa Navari work together to steal all 8 parts. For the final one at the auction, this guy resorted to murder.
Yeah. Robbie Froberg, who is Arthur Blythe.
Yeah. In the end, Robbie Froberg tried to steal...
Oh, really? Maybe.
Well, because I think that this is what it was. Like, because she's burying him. She's saying he was always a thief.
I think she just didn't want to pay for it. Or she and she didn't want him to know her secret.
No, because I think he broke in and was stealing it. That's what this would suggest to me, right? And wait, let me... I can just click here and see.
Did we figure that out? Yeah, actually, was that part of the... Okay, so he was trying to steal all of her stuff. Yeah, I guess steal the gold medal.
Steal the parts from Tessa Navari.
Tessa's...
Whoa! Are you kidding me?
I mean, is it because he's Arthur Blythe? Like, do we need to name him Arthur Blythe?
That's a good idea.
Or alternatively, do we need to name her as Stephen Aria in the escape? I don't know. It seems like it's generous about those things, so I actually kind of doubt that that's the issue. Okay, but it did like that. What if, is he trying to steal the golden idol? 2 fewer.
So 1 is incorrect. Tessa Navari wanted to reassemble the mythical golden idol of Lazarus Hearst from its parts. Tessa Navari arranged Arthur Blythe's prison escape because he knew the function of the parts. No, he knew the locations of the parts. No, he knew the function of the parts. Arthur Blythe and Tessa Navari worked together to reassemble all 8 parts. When Arthur Blythe resorted to murder. And Arthur Blythe tried to steal the golden idol, steal the parts. Tessa Navari, which resulted in...
I think it will take either one.
There we go. You knew the location of the parts, so that's why.
Okay.
So you were correct. It was...
So...
What we got wrong was this was not the function of the parts. This was the location. And then everything else we had right, except for we needed Arthur Blythe instead of his code name, Robbie Froberg.
So I think we can do the pictures, right? Because historian, Scent Sawblade, and Weird Lady are all the same person. And then colleague, escaped prison, and stole crystal are all the same person.
Oh.
Wow, I would not go. Oh, I see. I see now where Augie Tamine comes from. I'll show in a second.
Where does... Oh.
Behold, our time
Whoa.
has come.
A cult?
What are weirdos up to?
Oh, somebody's looking through binoculars. Got it.
Oh, I see. Okay, so if I go here, if you look, this turns out when you have trouble with your throat where it starts showing us, not to worry, if anything else opens up, you know how to reach me, and please, call me Robbie. Look at these. Tranquix, Augitamine tablets, Augie Tamine tablets. He's just naming himself after objects nearby. And look, here's the scissors making the shape.
Oh, yeah. Oh, shit, yeah. And the little dragonfly.
Dude, it's really good because it's one of those, there's actually like 7 overlapping duplicated hints. Yeah. And once you see one, you start to see all of them. But what this means is that, like, you know, I remember, what is it? Odd Gentleman did King's Quest, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so like, I remember they talked about, we wanted there to be many ways to solve a puzzle, so you didn't have to find the one way to solve the puzzle.
Yeah.
And when we played that first chapter, we did kind of have this feeling of, oh, but I thought that there was this puzzle here that we never got to solve, and it almost feels like you missed out on content. Because there were like 3 different puzzles you could solve to get the golden key.
Right.
But then it feels like there's content that you're not getting to do it. But here, if there's 7 different clues, that if you understand any one of those clues, you solve the puzzle, then you don't actually feel like you lost out on the gameplay. That's really cute. The story continues in Chapter 3, The Machine, in which an extra-kinetic investigation yields terrifying results.
Oh.
Okay, so this probably goes 1, 2, 3 in terms of sequential order.
Yes, but we're going to do them in, like, reverse order.
Ignition, a dangerous technology, is unleashed.
Oh. Oh my god, it's that guy
you know
from
him,
podcasting.
right? Who's that guy?
What's
Mark
his name?
Maron?
Mark Maron, that's Mark
How
Maron.
did I... What is my mind? I don't listen to podcasts at all!
How you both just did that. That's
what the... Holy...
insane.
Wow!
That's utterly insane.
I am on fire today. I'm unstoppable. I should solve Millennium Problem.
Yeah. No, but he's one of the guys from the auction.
Yeah, that's Dr. Toussaint. Right. That's
Auriel
Toussaint. Okay. Salutations. Auriel. This is Chouse. When I was a kid, I genuinely thought that was pronounced Chouse, so I would play Sonic the Hedgehog.
Chouse Emeralds.
Yeah, get Chouse Emeralds, Yep.
I hope this is the right fire extinguisher. I really should have my reading glasses.
Extra physical laboratory access card. Oh, fuck. Dude, look at this man absolutely chew the tobacco right now.
Do people actually chewing tobacco?
I think they just smack chewing tobacco.
Smack.
Yeah.
Cleaning supplies. A bag of cheesy corn chips. Yo,
wow, that's the circle of nature right there.
I had some Doritos the other day.
Oh, how did that make you feel?
It was perfect. Start to finish. No notes, no regrets. I just loved it. I loved it. It was so good.
The 2 flavors are nacho cheesier and like super cool ranch, right? And that's it? Or are there...
Yeah, there's Cool Ranch Doritos. There's Nacho Cheesy Doritos. I think
it's
there's
nacho
Flamin' Hot
cheesier.
Doritos.
I think it's nacho cheesier. I don't think there's like... You can't... What I'm thinking is you can't just get ranch and you can't just get nacho cheese. You can only get like the extreme versions of those flavors.
Pocket Grooves now they have golden sriracha.
The ranch is cool. But if it's nacho cheesier, that is...
How is it cool, by
it's
the way?
like blue raspberry.
Sure. Yeah.
Dude.
It has an ice affinity.
Storage boxes labeled Harmony Foundation. Great. Mistlan's Lake finest whiskey. Ooh. Oh!
Oh, a fingerprint.
Fingerprints.
Whoa.
What is the name of the print?
And this is Charles. What's this? Oh, fingerprint!
Is it the same fingerprint?
Doesn't look like
Dear God, it's a fingerprint. Now, it could just be the opposite fingerprint because maybe it was made from inside the thumb.
Reminder of OPIC's zero alcohol policy. We'll not have another Reynolds fiasco. No testing awaiting board approval. Stay behind the caution tape. Still don't know why lab has been so cold lately. Dress warm.
Oh, why is the lab so cold?
Why is it so cold?
Why is it so cold? Somebody has a very overactive thumb.
God, you need to be a police detective right away.
Somebody's thumb is out of control. Look for somebody with a big thumb.
I mean, like, you walk into a murder scene, there's blood everywhere. Guys, this blood isn't where it's supposed to be. Like,
Somebody moved all this blood outside.
Lemurian Cultural Investigation, a book entitled The Archaeological Site of Xenopolis.
Xenopolis.
Be ready on June 18th. Leonard Graves, How to Make Friends, Keep Them, and Use Them.
Oh.
Amazing.
Is that a thumbprint? It looks massive and thummy.
By an orange
That
powder.
orange. Oh, is that an orange thumbprint?
The Harmony Foundation. Enter a state of true harmony with this awkward-ass looking.
Yeah.
Actually, now that I realize that it's a yin-yang, but it's a house with a moon, that's actually pretty sick.
Is that though? Because it
Yeah.
looks really weird. It looks like not slick to me. It looks both slick and not slick. Which is, I guess, the yin yang of it all, huh?
It's Schrodinger's yin yang.
It's Schrodinger's yang.
Jack.
Jack the jacket.
Jack!
Jack the jacket. Now that is a good name.
Jack the What's your jacket's name? Well, it's Jack! Like, that's so funny.
It's Jack.
Oh my god. Dude, Monkeys and Gimal just talking about the downward-facing Pac-Man. I mean, it really does look a little bit like there's a Pac-Man that's going down.
Yeah, he's gonna eat that, whatever
He's-
that is,
A bullet.
or
I
he's
actually-
saying something very small.
that is a Cool Ranch Dorito, is what that is. It's going in there.
Oh.
Key mechanical theory. And this is organic chemistry. Need both hands to complete circuit.
What?
High conductivity.
Both
Structural
hands.
elements provide support. No effect on operation. Both hands, one hand.
Look, if you're completing a circuit with your hands, you're probably doing it wrong.
What if it's a circuit that is going to give you mystical eternal life?
Overqualified, ignored.
Raleigh leadership training?
Dude, that's such a funny name. That's really funny. Oh my god, Crawley leadership training.
Dr. Westlake, thank you
Here we
for
go.
once again bringing your concerns to the board. Again, we take the professionalism of our managerial staff seriously and have taken your complaint into consideration. However, we courteously remind you that it is inappropriate to publicly accuse a direct superior of workplace intoxication. Mr. Spender expects a formal apology.
Holy shit.
No further follow-up is required. Sincerely, Nathan Hoyle.
Um,
All right, Mr. Spender is absolutely slam jamming that whiskey.
oh yeah. I bet there's thumbs on it.
You know it. Absolutely some cheesy thumbprints. In contrast to some of those milky thumbprints.
Now wait a minute. were Doritos invented in 1975?
What? I'm looking this up. What is the corporate history of Doritos? Because I mean,
Yeah.
I really think that I should buy a bag and just do a little bit more research tonight.
Oh, yeah, all night long. I think if you look at the constellations
1964.
in the sky, in the painting, and the reflection of the glasses, you'll see that that is not how the stars would be aligned on that date in 1975. In 1975.
Man.
Jack to clean glassware. Please don't.
Oh no. Oh no. Mandarin Tanks. I just want to say thank you for suggesting The Substance. Me and my 12-year-old son have a much better understanding of the female mind now. I gotta back up. You watched The Substance with your 12-year-old son?
Yikes.
Is your son alright? Is your son okay?
Yes.
All of you should watch The Substance, but you really need to not watch it with a 12-year-old.
Yeah.
I mean, that's good. Mandarin Tank says he is an old soul.
And,
That's amazing. That's amazing.
That's a great line. Just like subjecting someone young to traumatic things and then describing them as old souls afterwards. That's so funny.
oof.
Oh my god, that's really good. That's the best. That is so funny. Okay, hold on. Manager and board president inspection on the 18th. Unlock lab door. They won't have active swipe cards. Oriole looking into precise origin of parts. Jacked clean glassware.
Jess 9000. All I want to say, Jess 9000, is haven't you heard of loading the dishwasher? Sorry, we have a little in-joke going on somehow.
Okay.
In the middle of a show. Yeah, it was weird.
So I think I've done everything in the room.
Whoa!
Oh, okay. I'm still burning.
Yeah, she's like, you're on fire. And he's like, no, he's on fire. Like, that's this argument.
He's heating up.
What's up here? Oh, we got some of the milk prints.
Now, are there different thumbprints, or is it just one person's very oily thumb?
I think that Eugene is doing some of the thumbprinting, because Eugene was on janitorial duty. We saw an orange thumbprint, and there were orange Doritos. The main topic of conversation tonight, there were those in the janitorial cart. All right, Dr. Noah.
But are all the thumbprints the same print?
No.
Oh. So all we know is that people have fingerprints.
We do know
That's about what we got.
people have fingerprints.
Oh, but I bet there's got to be like two of them that match or something, right?
So let's see. Dr. Noack says device function unknown danger equals metals identified high reactivity and conductivity. Dr. Toussaint says parts Lemurian in origin. Fully reconstructed, ready to test. Dr. Noack lab notes. Mr. Marmot relegated. Laboratory access card revoked. He might be incompetent, but his fumbling did more than we've been allowed to. I wish I could do follow-up testing, but I can only record my observations from a distance. So MW.
No tests before board something.
This is no test before board approval, danger potentially high.
Oh, okay, yeah. The danger was high.
Okay, so I think that we're supposed to conclude that this thumbprint is from this man.
Yeah, and who is that guy?
Testing
Looks
approved.
scallion.
Marie, Tim, stop bickering so we can talk budget.
Excallion really
You
like
set this guy on fire.
nailed this with an emoji, with two emoji. That's exactly what we're seeing.
Oh, we see a thumbprint there.
Uh-oh. Somebody's been getting Lemurian.
Huh. So we're gonna have to start looking for thumbprints really hard here.
Such power, fascinating.
Somebody's been fingering this entire laboratory.
Oh, I see. So he's getting the fire extinguisher.
Right.
Okay. So I think that's shut it down. So this, if we look at this, I think that this is like power or something.
Yeah.
I think these are two different fingerprints. This guy.
This wasn't supposed to. Oh!
All right, great.
Discovered fire.
You're blaming me? I vouched for you. I said you could handle this, but you can't even control your team.
Saw you touch the machine. You're sabotaging my work. It's the Reynolds pitch all over again.
The Reynolds. Now, Reynolds had something to do with drinking.
Okay, I'm gonna say
Yeah.
the balding man touched the like iconography, because we know from the last game that
Yeah.
changes how it functions,
Yeah.
right? So I think he messed with this piece, and that caused the demo to go haywire.
Yeah.
And did he do that to, like, undercut the woman in green somehow?
Maybe, but it didn't work.
Why did it work?
Marie
I mean,
and Tim.
It's pretty bad, right?
I know, but the dude in the glasses is like, fuck yeah, I'll fund all of it.
Yeah, so the dude in the glasses is the board, right? This is no test before board approval, danger potentially high, MW.
Yeah.
So is this guy MW? Do we have a W last name?
I think the other guy is MW. That's what I think.
Which other guy?
Balding guy. The two suit guys.
This guy?
Oh, but his name is Tim, right?
Oh, she says, yeah, I saw you touching the machine.
Oh, I see. So this guy works here.
Yeah.
This guy might not.
Both the guys in...
This guy works here.
No, I think he's the guy who got his access card revoked.
Yeah,
he still works there, though.
Where's the revoke thing?
I believe it's in the other room, but I don't remember exactly where.
I just realized what it is. It's the
Mr.
animation that
Marmot
throws me off.
relegated.
Marmot. So Marmot does not have an access card.
Right.
So this is probably Mr. Marmot.
Mm-hmm.
Poor Mr. Marmot.
So let me...
And then, if you look at board guy again,
Board
he
guy?
says the
This guy.
names. No. The
Mr. Board Guy.
the guy with the white hair and the glasses.
Marie,
Stanley.
Tim, stop bingering. So,
Yeah.
yeah, okay, so this
So
is...
Marie and Tim.
Got it. Boom.
So I want to go back here. Actually, what is... Oh, he's wondering why the lab been so cold lately. Because we know from the first game that the idol is absorbing the cold. Or it's sucking the heat out of the room.
Right.
Oh, is that what it does?
Oh, right.
So...
Yeah, it affects, like... It does do that. I don't remember exactly how it works, but it does do that.
Damn, now I want to play the first game.
It's so good.
Would you call it an idle game?
Oh my god. Okay, so we have Cheeto Chip Man. How to make friends, keep them, and use them? Well, it has to be one of these people with lab access. Like, not these two. Huh. So, I have a suspicion that...
I think that's Balding Man.
Is
Nathan
Westlake
Hoyle
the
is
W?
the board. Nathan Boyle is the... Or Nathan Hoyle.
This is Hoyle.
That guy.
Yeah, this is Nathan
That's
Hoyle.
And then I think Tim is Tim Wesley.
Think like that?
That's what I think.
What about...
Because he's...
Oops, this is... Fuck, where is it? Mr. Spender.
Hey, big spender.
Okay, so maybe it's Tim Spender.
The sus
he's
spender. Thumb.
So there's the triangle thumb.
Okay.
So if this is Tim Spender, then we should see...
Triangle, right?
Can we zoom in on that?
Apparently
We
not.
can. There's a zoom in button. I don't remember what it is.
Oh.
Oh,
Is that not a triangle? No, I guess not.
Hard to see. Well, I mean, if I go back here and look at this...
Yeah, that's a different thumbprint.
yeah, look at those whorls. I mean, it's more... It is very interesting, then. So she's saying you touched the thing, and we're saying... No, he didn't, because he was completely
Well,
plowed.
did you touch the
Oh.
button? Because there were two thumbprints on the button. And one
Oh,
of them is a triangle.
There is a... Yeah. Are we sure that he was hitting the sauce, though?
He's just dressed in a suit. And that feels like somebody's boss to me.
Yeah, that's true. That's why if you want to be seen as someone's boss, you gotta wear a suit.
You gotta wear a suit.
So wait, let's try to identify just who's who first. I think that this is Eugene Marmot, because he's the one who got suspended and is on janitorial duty.
Okay.
Oh, he's suspended and he is janitorial. Okay.
So who's this dude?
That's Brick Shitley. That's
Jack.
Turtle
Is
Nimrod.
that Jack?
Jack Jacket.
That makes sense.
Jack Tim.
Jack Noack?
No, Noack.
Jack Enoff.
Oh,
Okay, whose thumb is that?
Big McLarge Huge. Thank you, Striker.
Be ready on the 18th. So, okay. Harmony, what's her name,
yeah.
is working with this guy to cause something on the 18th when the board comes. Which
What
I'm
date is it today?
It's
The
got to be
18th?
the 18th because there's the board.
Is that true? Somebody was feeling overqualified and ignored.
He's a doctor.
Dr. Westlake. Westlake was feeling overqualified and ignored. So that's a motive. Now we just need an operandi.
Let's see here. See, manager and board president, especially on the 18th. Oriole looking into precise origin of parts. Jack to clean glassware.
Yeah, so that's Jack Enoff to clean glassware.
Yeah, so this has to mean that this is Marie Westlake. And I don't know what the last name of Jack is, though.
That makes sense.
Jack Reynolds. Yeah?
Oh.
Sounds right.
Oh! Was he the one that got plowed before? They said that the Reynolds thing
Oh, no, there
be...
is no Reynolds here.
Oh, yeah. No, it's not Reynolds.
Daniels. Joe
I mean, it has to be Noack, right? It's the only name we haven't used.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, well, I mean...
What is... Noack is from... wasn't the university named Noack or something?
Noack was the guy that was pushed off the lab railing. Or pushed off the railing and slipped on the ice really early on.
So is he dead?
Yeah, I think he
Papa
died
Noack, yeah.
in that scene, yeah.
Okay, so Toussaint says plays Lemurian in Origins, so this is Toussaint's stuff. So that
Toussaint
is...
the double triangle?
Yeah, I think so. And then this is Eugene. This is Jack Ingoff. This is the main doctor. Yeah.
That's such a funny joke.
It's ceaselessly hilarious.
It's ceaselessly hilarious.
And who's Eugene?
This is Eugene.
Okay, that guy's Eugene. Okay.
And we know
He looks
this
like a Eugene.
because this has the Cheetos on it. This has the Cheetos on it. And this, you can see here, has the Cheetos on it. So we can, for instance, we can go to the prints and we can get our names up. So this is Eugene Marmot. We can also open up the controls panel. And here's Eugene, so that's his.
You don't think that was right? I still think that was right.
This one?
Yeah.
Why did we decide that one?
Because
there was...
he's the drunk.
Yep, you got it. That's right. Because this matches that, so we're just going to put Tim Spender here.
Hey, Tim Spender.
So this is Oriole Toussaint.
Okay.
This one is Nathan Hoyle.
Yep.
So he kind of has... So this is two triangles, kind of like in a swirly-whirly fashion. This is one triangle. This is no triangles. Okay, wait, hold on. We know who this is. This was... Jack was supposed to do this, because this is the lab equipment.
Oh, he did the glassware, yeah.
So, let me just get that right. Jack to clean glassware. So this is Jack. Noack. And where was the blue?
It's on the sign-in sheet over there, yeah. Could that be,
I think this is Marie Westlake.
Marie?
Yeah, because she's like the authority. She's writing stuff down. Clickety clonk.
Okay, so who's got the wide? Is that Jack Nowak? Is the real wide thumb?
Yeah, so this is Jack.
And then who is that? Could be Tussaud or...
No, because see how it's swirling in, and you can see that there's lines coming up.
I can't see it that clearly. Okay.
Yeah, so like... I'm going to go over to here. Look at this.
Could it be Eugene?
So Eugene has Cheeto fingers.
Okay. So it's not him.
It is so hard to see this.
Yeah. It's really hard.
The fingers of a Cheeto. He had Cheeto
I think this has to be Toussaint.
fingers.
Can we... I mean... Okay.
I mean, I just think that this has to be Toussaint.
Okay, okay.
All right.
Marie.
Oh. You're right, it was Eugene.
See, I thought... Okay.
You know...
Because he's sabotaging it. Or not sabotaging it, but he's working with Miss Harmony.
Oh my god, of course. Yeah, no, this is so stupid of me, because what happened is I went, it needs to be orange, and he's the only shape that I didn't look at. I just went, it's not orange.
There we go.
Got it. Alright, so this is
Marie's team worked.
So this is Marie Westlake. Team worked too. Blank the blank.
Reconstruct the statue.
Arts.
Reconstruct the artifact.
Controls?
Reconstruct the
Controls.
device.
Device.
Thank you, there it is.
Device. The device.
Performing something.
Tests. Left hand
Tests.
side.
Without
board
whiskey.
approval.
Without board inspection? Oh, or
Blank blank had his...
Eugene had his...
Yes, Eugene had his
Oh, wait.
access revoked.
No, wait. Yeah. Yes, it is Eugene, even though I was... Yeah.
The day of the board inspection.
Was...
Blank was...
Blank was blank.
Is this the board No.
The device was activated to allow Eugene and Nowick
To what?
to enter.
I think this is on the day.
Touch. Follow. Enter.
This gave blank.
Are we
blank
sure
to
that we have
blank
everything?
Yes, we are.
I know that this is the was unlocked. The door.
Oh, the lab.
Yeah, the lab. On the day of the board inspection, the lab was unlocked, to allow Nathan Hoyle
Hoyle
and some spender.
Yeah.
And
Tim.
that gave them the
Tim,
opportunity.
Tim.
That gave them the
enter.
opportunity
This gave-
to something.
What's his name? Eugene Marmot. The opportunity to follow them in.
To touch them in.
Oh.
Yeah, I see.
Follow.
Touch them. Touch.
Touch them.
Touch them in. When blank used.
So that's either Eugene
Both hands.
or possibly.
It's either one hand or both hands, too.
Tim.
It's both hands, because he said
Spender.
both hands. There was a note that said both hands to activate.
Oh,
'Cause
that's
I
right.
said,
Yeah.
If you're
Oh,
completing a
right.
circuit with both hands, you're doing it wrong.
It was in his journal, his little notebook.
Yeah, because he touches.
Oh no,
here
it's
and
right
here.
there. Oh,
Yeah,
God.
look, so he touches this and touches that. Great.
Yeah,
Everyone's-
that is so sus.
Words. All right. When use both hands to close the circuit. All right, so let's do Eugene. Marmot, use both hands to
Touch?
Touch. The controls.
One hand?
of the device. Controls of the device.
they activate him, and he caught fire.
Burst into fire.
Yeah! Woo! Let's fucking go!
But why? Why did it catch fire? I mean-
Because that's one of the things it can do. It has different controls, and it can like suck stuff up and then spit it back out.
Oh.
It's
Got
like
it.
an energy manipulation device.
Oh. An EMD.
Yeah.
Yes. Dude, puzzles. I want to solve them.
Poozles. Hey, look at that hat.
Hi,
I'm
Nathan.
pleased to say we've finally got the budget crisis under control. The premises we used for the Emotion Studies project have been renovated and repurposed for more promising ventures. I see you've decided on a team leader for the new project. I just wanted to make it clear that while she and I have had our differences in the past, I agree that she's the right person for the job. She certainly does not share Tessa's penchant for risky and wild spending. Tim,
Oh.
a spender. Wow,
Oh.
that's the spender calling the spender black.
I know! It's like, shouldn't
So-
spend a lot. Sign, Tim, spend it all.
So
bankrupt.
So Tessa got all of the pieces and put together like a scientific investigation or something, but then she got kicked off the project, and so now she's trying to manipulate it from the outside. Board president is that guy is dude bro.
Old
History
pig.
consultant. Yeah. Protests, mouvement, et hippie circle refuses to roll over.
This game is getting me in the narratives now. Now I want to know. I'm invested
I know, right?
in these narratives.
Do you ever like
This
to
looks-
unwind next to the pool and bang the grill?
This
Let me tell you, that's on a hot summer day.
This
I just want
sucks.
to go out
Wait.
there and tilt it over and.
God, just sausages akimbo. No, this kind of sucks because also, why is there like a bunch of like ice or a glass, like a glass tabletop? Like this does not. You know what it is? It's the fact that the kid is still in the pool that's freaking me out. Like this looks so dangerous.
So
And
good.
does that guy have binoculars on his roof?
Oh, pointing towards a building at the top of the hill. Uh-oh.
So he's the one who's been spying on Tessa?
Oh,
You're
dude.
right.
Sean, hit me with this read up.
Entry number 97. The new occupants are even more suspicious than the Hippie Foundation, or whatever it was called. Further up the hill I walk, the more of a cold chill I get. Look at the ivy. I'm not imagining it. Entry number 98. You'd think the hippies would have rolled over by now. From what I've gathered, they're still determined. I don't like it. Entry number 99. I think my own daughter's caught up in this nonsense. Boils my blood. If Pa were still around, he'd call it a disgrace to the Shaw name.
Huh.
Now, is that Shaw? Because are we to assume that just because he's in his yard that that's him and that's his yard?
Yes.
In this
and
game,
his name
yes.
is Shaw,
This is a
yeah.
level 1
Okay.
thinking game.
Yep. Because if it was a level 2 thinking game, you wouldn't be able to solve anything.
Correct.
I would
Yep,
try.
that's the
I would
difference.
brute force it, Lee. You know I'd just drag shit around and be like, that's what I thought it was. Take back Sanctuary. June 13th, 2 p.m.
Sanctuary.
Contact P. Coolidge, organizer. Ah, that's the daughter.
Coolidge.
Old P. Coolidge.
Oh, you think? Wait, you think that his daughter lives next door to him? That's what you're saying to me?
I think his daughter lives with him.
and his daughter is up there on the hill.
Where was the thing that said? Oh, but it wouldn't. If his wouldn't his daughter's name be Shaw?
Yes, I'm fucking wrong, dude.
I don't know.
You okay, Tobias? Saw everything. Hold on. Oh my god! So,
There's kind of Pepe to that face in there.
Is
is there grill love happening over there?
Dear Corbin,
Real
thank you for considering our agency for your manuscript. Your observations are certainly intriguing.
Just for closure, I would like some assurance that you have your subjects' permission to write about them. Wouldn't want that scientist, Jack was it? Or the woodworking family, the Amstels, to sue us for libel, leave us all broke, would we? Regards, Lana Pete, Leonidas Agency.
so the
Jack the
Amsels are the next
scientist.
door are the neighbors.
Jack the scientist.
So they got
Um,
woodworking.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Jeffrey,
Who's
quickly!
Jack's-
Tobias.
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 Tob, yes.
Look at look at that dog. What is that like a meme?
Had a
I feel like I've
claw.
seen that
Dude,
dog.
what a dog. Wait, can I zoom in on this dog? Wait, let me scroll. Yeah, look at this dog.
Like, it's
He's cooling off in style.
the bags under the dog's eyes suggest that the dog is in his late 50s.
He's haunted. That dog has seen things. He does not sleep at night.
That is a dark doggy grin. Like, that is an absolutely thousand-eye grin from old Pooch, man.
Is it? I feel like it looks like. I feel like I've seen that face before. Though, is there like a meme that looks like that dog?
See, if you actually just cover like that, if I just cover that with my thumb, it's just a happy dog. It's really the bags under the eyes.
It's the best.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
no. It's totally.
Yeah.
Let's see. Newell's Herald. Cuthbert leads. Newell's Pale Club to victory. Benson out with injury.
This person looks like how I look when I play sports.
Just a perfectly flat top of your head.
Absolutely. Are you kidding me, man? Now that
Hell
I'm...
yeah. Yes.
Look at that.
So, I don't know if either of you have ever shaved your head and, like, really felt your skull shape. Because, like,
I've gotten close enough that I could feel my skull shape. Yeah.
I had no idea how many odd bumps are on this noggin, man.
Oh yeah, they're all over the place.
I got a bumpy nog.
It's weird. It's weird, right? Makes me want to look up skulls.
Makes me
Should
want to
type
think
skulls into the search
phrenology probably had some merit, you know? I'm gonna start touching
Phrenology.
soft spots and be like, oh, that's why I'm so dumb in that way. Is this part's all
Yeah.
sort of bowel shaping.
You know why it's called phrenology? Because they were like, maybe we'll learn more stuff later and be smarter, but for now we're gonna go at this.
Your ability to create dynamic puns that are just as dumb as I need is uncanny. It's so good. Matt Man W says Sean is balding his way into pseudoscience.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
I look like this now, and I feel like I need to be more right about shit all of a sudden. Oh, God.
Okay. So pseudoscience. I have started every once in a while when it's applicable in day-to-day use. It has been very rewarding to. Do you remember in Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 2, where like Doc Ock is like telling the professors about his arms, and he's like, "And with these arms, I can control whatever I want." And then the woman's like, "But Professor, wouldn't the feedback something on the arms, because it's connected to your brain, end up controlling your brain?" And he says, "How right you are. That's why I've created this inhibitor chip." But that fucking, how right you are. It's like so good. It's the new You're Not Wrong. It's just.
Striker KJ says, I'm something of a pseudoscientist myself. That's so good.
That's good.
I'm
I
trying
like
to
that
think of
too.
like the what is deeply pseudoscientific that in my bones I'm like, that's gotta be right. That's gotta be. I'm trying to think of
Flat Earth, probably. Like, Flat Earth is like You can, if you want to just dabble into pseudoscience, you can just go outside and be like, flat.
Yeah, no,
Earth.
just like take like a tennis ball and set it on the ground and it doesn't move, and I'm like, there you go. There you go. It will go that way or that way. Unless I'm at the top. Yeah.
Yeah, what are the chances that you'd be at the top of the curve of the Earth?
What are the odds? Oh my god.
That's so stupid.
So like
Wait.
a pseudoscientific thing that just feels right to me is that there's probably modes of communicating between humans on like some sort of electromagnetic level that we have not even figured out the way to start studying that definitely exists. I don't have any evidence to back this up outside of let me tell you all the reasons I think this, because you're going to find out real fast.
Yeah.
This is not a well-developed conclusion. Okay. Which is like
oh, wait, this is real. Okay.
Yeah, no, this is real. I'm not doing a bit.
We're in it. We're in it now. Okay. All right.
So like there because I thought about this a lot with COVID, working from home, just how much when I'm on a phone call or like a Discord call or something with someone, I can't see their face. I can't see how they're reacting. And then when the camera goes on, there's like this whole layer of communication that comes with body language. But if I'm in person, it's like 100 times stronger, the connection that I feel. And so it made me be like, okay, I know that there's things like pheromones, you know, for people, and just like shit chemical. In the air. Yeah, that's like a chemical sort of thing.
Shit in the air. That's what they call it.
Yeah. Okay.
The feelings, the feeling shit. Yeah.
And so we're almost done. And so I bet there's other forms of communication that just exist. I betcha. I'm gonna yawn too, Sean. Let's yawn together.
Yeah, sorry. I hear you. I had I took an acting class in college, and one of the exercises they had us do was like pair up and stand facing the same direction at one end of the room.
Yeah.
And the person in front walks forward slowly, and the person in the back holds out their arm towards the person in front of them. And then when the person in the back lowers their arm, the person in front recognizes a change in the energy that's being sent to them across the room and stops walking. And I had a real hard time with this. Yeah, like you're walking away from the person. You're walking away from a person who has their arms outstretched towards you.
And it works?
Well, not for me, it sure didn't.
Does it? Because that's also the kind of thing that's like the birthday, like, you know, how many, like, does anybody share a birthday in the room kind of thing, where it's like, I could imagine that being like a good trick of
somebody in the room is going to stop walking at around the same time,
or like we all have a sort of idea in our heads of how long we should be walking.
Yeah.
Like it shouldn't go for an hour, probably. It shouldn't go for 1 second.
It's an advanced form of the counting game, but where in the counting game, like, there is information that is conveyed verbally by the sounds that you make when you say a number that other people can like pick up on. This was just like, can you feel me reaching out to you from across the room behind your back?
Yeah.
Dude, so I'm actually, like, we're just going to look at various vignettes while we do these stories, because I have some ones like this. So, Lee, the story you just said of, hey, do two people here share a birthday? There's like this is like one of these famous, graph theory problems of like, or probability, or depending upon whatever class is using whatever framing for it. Like, yeah, there's 365 different days in the year, but it's pretty difficult to get like 30 people in a room and not have two people share a birthday. which feels unintuitive because it feels like there's so many different days.
Right.
And there's like, a whole explanation for it. And Leigh, have you been to lectures where this happens? Where someone goes, aha! Let's find out if two people share a birthday. And like, no one shares a birthday. And they're like, well, actually, like, that's just uncommon for that to be the case. Because I mean, like,
No, I haven't been to a lecture like that. I've only heard about it in like a book of, I don't know, riddle type shit.
I have always heard it couched very specifically in probability. Like, there's a 50% chance that two people will share a birthday. If there's 12 people in a room, there's a 50% chance or something like that.
yeah, there's some number.
So, Sean Plott, you'll appreciate this.
Yeah.
The Monty Hall paradox.
I'm not doing this.
That fucking thing. That fucker. That
It's the
one
geek that
is
keeps
like
on haunting me, yeah.
Wait, okay, alright, okay. But can't we just can't we Monte Carlo the Monty Hall problem? That's what I'm saying. Can't we simulate the Monty Hall problem with an agent and just count how often it gets it right, and then we will know what the probability is?
Yeah, so
well, I have a similar. Oh, go ahead.
The answer is yes. And I was in the camp of, well, obviously it's the 2/3 thing, but as it turns out, there is a weird framing where, depending upon whether or not the host knows or not.
The host definitely knows.
But in the case
for
where
sure knows.
in the case where the host does not know, it's 50-50. Like, and there's simulations to show that, and this fucks with me a lot. Like,
but that's not the Monty Hall problem.
No, it's like the Monty Hall problem where I need to.
If the host doesn't know, then that's a different thing.
Let me tell a story. So
okay.
So I studied math. This is a famous problem alongside many other famous problems that are shared. Hold on, let me just try to re-remember this experience. So there's a weird probability problem where there is a weird outcome that you intuitively think is 50-50, and it's not. It's 2/3, 1/3. So I then spent 12 years bringing this up as like a common, interesting probability story on stream. And there were a few people that started saying, well, actually, it depends if, and they shared something, and I went, no, there's been simulations, there's been all these things. And then I slowly worked it out with chat and discovered that in that case, it is not 2/3, 1/3. And I can't remember what that case is, and I went back and looked that up, and that other case was not 2/3, 1/3. And so now I need to go back and look up stuff.
It makes sense to me that it is what you said originally, that in a version of the Monty Hall problem where Monty doesn't know what's behind which door and sort of like just reveals something at random, then
I don't remember exactly what the statement is. Because I said some bullshit.
If there's a chance that Monty would reveal a goat, but we know Monty won't reveal a goat. That's the key. Is that it look it's actually more of a it's a math problem, but it's also a magic trick. It's like an illusion, because
the thing that was presented to me was neither of what either of you are saying. So what I'm trying to communicate is I don't quite remember what it was. But I do understand and agree with what you guys are saying.
But I can I think I can tell you the crux of why it seems like a paradox is because it looks to you as the player like the host is revealing a random door. but it's not random. It's a random door of the
Right.
ones that do not contain the prize.
Right. Right.
Yeah. But that's also why it's like a magic trick, is because he's not doing it at random the way that it looks like he is. It's the population of doors from which he is choosing a door to open. But I also
Right.
want to take this into the real world, and this is tricky because this is not just math. Say you walk into a restroom, right? And there's let's say there's 2 stalls, no urinals. You cannot see at once whether each stall is occupied. But you check the first stall.
Okay.
God, wait, how does this go? First stall. First stall.
I want to end the
is
show right
occupied.
there. You have no idea how badly I want to just do this. It's so funny.
Basically, first stall is occupied. You don't know yet. You haven't checked the second stall yet. Has that affected the chances that you will have that there will be an open stall?
I gotta be honest, I need you to just restate this problem from the top because
Yeah,
I was so...
What?
Okay. You're walking into the bathroom. You're walking into the
Yes.
bathroom.
Okay.
Yep.
Your question on your
stalls.
mind: will there be an open stall?
Yeah.
Great.
You go in there and you think, I wonder what my chances are that there'll be an open stall. I hope there is. You check the first one. There's someone in it. You think, gosh, I really hope that there's still an open stall. Is this a worse case than it was a moment ago for me? And then you check the second stall, and then at that point it's the waveform collapses.
Yeah, it's a worst case. It's a worst case. Because
Is it?
In the first case, there's 2 stalls. I don't know if either of them is open, and there's N people in the area. And so of those N people, the case that I'm looking for to because it's bad is that 2 of them are using the bathroom right now.
But there's
If I know that one of them is using the bathroom right now, then there's N-1 people, and only one of them has to be using the bathroom for it to be bad for me, and that's a greater probability than the first case.
But it's important that this is a real world problem, though, because then I started to notice bathroom by bathroom, like sometimes the stalls seem ordered, like it seems clear which is the first and second stalls from the door.
I see.
Sometimes it's not, and I think,
I
okay,
didn't
what
take
are the
into
social?
account the psychology of the situation.
So it's real, and then you get into spaces where it's like, is this a space where some people might not go to the restroom if they think someone's already in there, and it's like, it's the kind of, it's not just a math problem, it's like a weird fucking thing, weird design.
I'm not sure that I really get the complexity of it, but
So I think a way of framing it is that, like, there's an ambiguity of how are we treating the probability of a stall being occupied in
Yes,
'cause, like,
and are they do people in this venue, is this a venue where people would tend to go to the bathroom together, that sort of thing?
Well, like, so, like, as a simplified statement, let's imagine that it's a 50-50 chance for each stall individually.
okay.
Then the chance that if you have 4 stalls, the chance of the first one being occupied is 1/2.
Yeah.
So the chance of it not being occupied is 1/2.
Right.
So the chance of the second one not being occupied is 1/2 times 1/2.
Right.
Chance of the third one also not being occupied, 1/2 times 1/2 times 1/2. So, like,
Sure.
the probability that all of them are occupied is 1/2 to the 4th power. So then 1 minus that is the chance that there's an open one. You can actually just determine what the probability is, and you can just compare it if you do
Right, but
1 minus 1/2 to the 3rd power.
so I think
But
it's
that's
right.
assuming-
But that's
Yeah,
this is the thing, is like I found that, yes, the math, but then the mathematical solution to the problem was not interesting to me because it turned out like I was really thinking this is a real world thing. It's like I want to know if there's a stall. And then I started to realize that like I was taking into account subconsciously things like, you know, is this by a movie theater? Did a movie just get out? Do people here go to the bathroom in waves? Like, what is all this?
Okay,
like,
so
I don't know.
I think that what a way to model this is that there is somewhere is an equation that describes frequency of people being in a given bathroom.
This particular bathroom.
This particular bathroom, like it's a bathroom that is at a
Yeah.
local theater that does intermissions. So there's going to
At
be a
this time of the year,
yeah,
at this time of day,
there
located
is some
entirely in your
function.
bathroom.
And so
Yeah.
you have that function that is a statement of just the behavior of this set of random variables, right?
Sure.
This bathroom. And what you're doing is you're saying, I have an observation. How does this observation relate to this set of random variable, or this random variable model? And that's what makes it tricky, is that you actually need that thing. Because, for instance, let's imagine that, statistically speaking, there is one person in the bathroom at all times. If you go in and you see there is one person in the first stall, you have greatly increased the probability that there is a remaining open stall. If you come in and observe that there is no one in the first stall, you know, that, depending upon what the probability is, you know, you've gotten some information.
Okay, this is my thing though, is that from what I can tell, the original question was, if you look at the first stall and it's occupied, how does that change the probability that you will find an unoccupied stall? And all of the things that you have brought up as examples that complicate this all make it even worse. So the answer to the question is, it's worse. And all of the complications are just things that could potentially make it even worse.
No, there's one that could, wait, worse as in
there's less of a chance that you'll find an
no,
open
because
stall.
because you can think of a situation. No, but you can think of a situation like this though. What if it's a situation where people, like the way that the door is structured and the way that it looks from the outside, people assume that it's a one-person bathroom, and so they see someone going in there and they think, well, I'm not going to go to the bathroom because there's someone in there and it's being used. But little do they know, it's actually a two-person bathroom. So then you might actually have, like if some one person's in there, they might actually... Wait.
So,
I was about to say if one person's in there, it means it's better.
But then,
people
yeah,
might...
a second person seeing that there's somebody in there, it still just makes it worse, right? If a movie gets out nearby and there's a rush, then it's going to be even worse. If people tend to go in groups, it's going to be even worse. All of these complications are worse than the sort of like independent variable condition where there's just an even probability. And
no, because in the one that I was just saying, it's possible that there could be a bathroom where there's always a stall open, if it's a stall that people don't know about.
But then,
like a secret stall.
Okay, but secret stall, then there's always a stall open.
Yes.
Probability is no better or worse if the first stall is occupied.
Yeah, but we're not talking about if the first stall is occupied. We're talking about if there's a stall for you to pee in.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. That was the original question. If you go in and the first stall is occupied, is the probability better or worse?
Sorry, to clarify, a secret stall that only you know about. If there's a secret stall that only you know about, the chances of you being able to pee is always yes.
It's always yes, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
but
that is an example. I provide that as an example of a wrinkle. I provide that as an example of a wrinkle that is not always worse. You were saying that all of the wrinkles make it always worse.
I think that secretly Leigh has been having a tough time designing bathrooms in The Sims. And this is data.
No, but I want to make my fucking coffee shop game where you have to lay out your coffee shop during the night, and then you just have to sit back and watch people try to navigate it during the day. and then you have to lay it out again at night. And yes, that would include the bathrooms. And yes, people would hold off if they think your bathroom is a one-seater because they don't realize that it's a two-seater that just fucking looks like a one-seater.
Amazing.
And now we will all think about this. And the answer, Sean, to that is fonts. But we're all going to think about this every time that we're in a public bathroom. Now, there's that moment where everything is hanging on it by a thread, like sliding doors, the fates, the two ways things.
I'm gonna see you in like a month, and when we are out at a bar, and one of us goes, "Hold on, I need to use the restroom," you and I are gonna give each other a big look and be like, "Uh-oh." And I think that this is where our data gathering can begin.
Tell me about the first stall. What if there's 3 stalls?
I gotta go to bed. I get up in the morning.
Yeah.
This is the best ending to a stream ever. Bye, Leigh. Bye, Sean.
Bye.
Bye.